This came so random. Casemiro is actually leaving Manchester United at the end of the season. Before I get into the video, currently I'm at 315 subscribers and I'm trying to reach 400 by the end of February. 98% of you guys are not subscribed, so if you guys like this football content and want more of it, make sure to subscribe and also drop a like in the video. Anyways, back to the main topic. Casemiro has made a farewell video essentially saying, thank you for everything, Manchester United. His best season came, his best individual season came in his first season at Manchester United. We've not seen a better Casemiro outside of that, and that he is always going to be a Red, that his heart is always going to bleed Manchester United. Look, Casemiro for me always been a top player. Me personally, I've never actually turned on him. At no point have I ever said Casemiro should leave, and to be honest with you, it is quite unfortunate for me that he is leaving. I would have so much rather had this guy, staying maybe another season, because we may need his leadership. Maybe in a Harry Maguire role, where basically it's more he's needed around the dressing room rather than actually on the pitch. And whenever he is called upon, he can actually do a job for us. Look, I think Casemiro, he's been overhated. Obviously, in that first season, him, Eriksen, and Bruno Fernandes in that midfield, or sometimes him, Fred, and Bruno, or him, Eriksen, and Fred, whenever Bruno played in the right wing. That was all beautiful. That was all beautiful to watch in that first season. He was amazing. In the second season, he started off well, but the only issue is Ten Hag tried to play basketball, football, where basically you had 2 10s playing with him, and he had to essentially cover all the ground by himself. At first, he was somewhat dealing with it, but then afterwards, he was struggling with it because he had that one big injury, and that big injury essentially just killed him. Like, I don't know what happened, but he lost like 10 yards of pace. Regardless, look, Casemiro, he's always been, a top guy when it comes to playing for Manchester United. Always very good with interceptions, always good with the right mentality, always, most of the time good with his passing, on the ball play. You know what? One thing I think that his Manchester United spell did was open a lot of people's eyes to the fact that Casemiro can actually play football, because people had that narrative in their head that Casemiro was just a scrubber and that he had no talent on the ball, and that it was mostly just he wins the ball and he passes it off to Sergio Ramos, Modric, or Kroos, who would then do the distributing. But look, Casemiro, the guy's passing amazing, one of the best in the league. Current Casemiro is better than current Rodri, by the way, and Rodri won the Ballon d'Or before. In my opinion, Casemiro is our best CDM of our generation, and when I say of our generation, I mean since, let's say, maybe 2010, something like that, or yeah, I'd say 2010, maybe. Casemiro, for me, is the best. Maybe Busquets is a different one that you could say. But look, all in all, top player. Happy to have had him play for Manchester United. Sometimes I still look at him and I'm like, wait, we have Casemiro playing for us. Because I'm used to, crying out for Matic to play whenever Matic was on the bench, because I was used to seeing McTominay and Fred as starters. Casemiro, bro, you know how mad that is? We had Casemiro for 3-4 years, and for most of it, Manchester United fans were hating on him, and I still don't understand why. Look, this guy was amazing defensively going forward. He was scoring a lot of goals, by the way. He got 34 goal contributions while at Manchester United in 22-23, 24-25, 20, and this season hasn't even finished yet, by the way. So in 22-23, 23-24, 24-25, 3.5 seasons, 34 GAs as a defensive midfielder who had a few months off because of injuries. And then obviously Amrim tried to phase him out at the start as well. So he essentially missed maybe at least 6 months. So pretty much 3 years, 34 GA, defensive midfielder, just brilliant. And he's supposed to be a guy that's washed up. For me, I'm just happy that he was here. Very unfortunate that he has to leave. I would have kept him maybe on a smaller contract, but look, it is what it is. Hopefully wherever he goes next, he succeeds well. I know for a fact that wherever he goes next, they're going to appreciate him, because anyone can tell what kind of an elite player he still is to this day. Maybe not, compared to his prime or even compared to that 22-23 season, but he is still an elite player. And I think he is one of the few that we have in this Manchester United team that go, you know what, yes, this guy has an elite IQ and he has elite ability. If this guy had pace, I promise you he will be staying right now. But anyway, that's it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share the video. What do you guys think of Casemiro's tenure at Manchester United? Are you happy to see him leave at the end of the season, or would you have kept him for another season? All that in the comment section below. And as I said earlier, don't forget to like the video and subscribe. Road to 400 is still on. Goodbye.